Welcome back to Base Camp, WNC. As the title says, we're doing a rainwater catchment system today. We've got a first flush system on it. I'll go over that for you. Of course, it goes down, dumps, then all the cleaner water comes into the tank. It'll come out of the tank, go through the pump filtering system, UV light, then go into the cabin. So if you're interested in it, stay tuned. Let's do some rainwater purification. So what we've done, we've come down. This tank is 7 foot 4 inches in diameter, so we're going to get fairly close to the building, not real close, and go out. And this is what we did. We put this real fine gravel down. It's almost like dust. And took a great big tamper there, tamped it all down, make sure it's smooth, as level as we can get it. And this tank I'm leaning against here, trying to make the shot. This is the 1,550 gallon tank we're going to sit in, so let me roll that in place. Well, this is a different product I've been normally using. I normally use a product called gutter helmets, which is all stainless steel. This right here, if I slide this screen up, it's more rigid. It does work out pretty good. I'll take you up and show you the roof. But one thing I do like about this thing is long flat pieces of screen. Let me put the camera down. And when you put these two together, you can slide this piece of screen over top the other one, and it makes a real nice smooth job. Well, there's what it looks like. And these two pieces are flush, and this is flush, and it's one piece of screen from this side will tuck right in the edge here, and the edge there, there's like a 3/8 of an inch that goes up in here and in here that retains this piece of stainless steel screen. Let me take you up on the roof, and I'll show you what it looks like installed. Well, here it is with it installed. And as you can see, it'll drip off, come right here. Everything else will go right through the screen wire, and all the other leaves and material will go off the edge. It's nothing perfect. Nothing is perfect. This isn't perfect, but it's probably one of the better products. I think I like it better than the stainless steel gutter helmets. And when I get back at the shop right there, I'll see if I got a couple pieces of that scrap and show you what they look like tried to hook together. Well, we've hooked up the PVC pipe. I'll walk around and give you a little bit better detail, but we came out of the rain gutter, had a great big hole drilled. We actually used a 3-inch toilet flange to bolt on the bottom end of the rain gutter. Put a 45 degree, came down, turned that 90 degree up 45 degrees and glued it in. And then of course I'll take you over here. We came out this side here and went right in the tank. Let me walk over and show that to you. We cut down a 3-inch toilet fan. I'll have to show you how to do that. Put a 45 degree. Of course it comes down, goes into this bend, which is a 90. And then it comes down here. This is the first flush tube. And if you come all the way down here, this is where we've measured this right here and calculated how much square footage of the roof is up there. And this is how much water you want to collect first. There's a float in here, and I'll take that apart later on. But when it fills up, the bottle comes up in here, shuts it off, and then all the other water runs in here. And all that does is supposed to collect all the pollen and loose dirt, everything that'll come through that screen, take that first initial blast and throw it away. Comes down here, runs through a couple 45s and 90s, drill the hole in the tank. And for a 3-inch piece of pipe coming in here, it's a 3.5-inch hole for all those people that want to know what that thing is. Well, let me show you my idea of a first flush system. Of course, this is the tube. This is the float. This is actually a root beer plastic bottle that when this tube fills up with rain, this thing travels up here. And as I showed you before, there's a 3-to-2 reducer right here. And this bottle goes in there, shuts that water flow off. Most of the commercial companies use like a 3-inch ball, so this is about 3 of them. It gives you a lot better pressure to go up there and shut that thing off, so then all the water will then flow down into the other tube. And this thing here is self-draining. This rod goes up in here, and all this is a 1/2-inch piece of pipe drilled through the bottom end of this cleanout, and it's got a couple holes drilled in it. So when everything's done raining, while it's raining, this thing's slowly dribbling water out of the hole in the bottom. So this thing here will have to be cleaned out once or twice a year. If it gets any dirt built up in it, it's just a matter of unscrew that bottom and wash out what's there. It's not a big thing. But this way you don't have to come back after every time it rains and keep cleaning out that thing and remember to pull that plug and drain it. This thing will kind of be self-draining and ready to go the next time it rains. And that's it. This is the first flush system. I use that soda bottle, and I showed you how to cut down a fitting and put in there. You can buy this whole first flush system off of Amazon and them companies. They're anywhere from $75 to $150. Most of you know I'm kind of a little bit on the frugal side, so I can put a piece of a reducer in there and a soda bottle. It does the same thing, and it costs a couple bucks. 3, 2, 1. Well, let's go over the heart of the rainwater system and purification. And of course it comes out of the bottom of the tank. Got a tank shut-off valve. This is a check valve, so the water can go that way, can't go back. That is just going to be a drain valve up into the suction end of the pump, out of the discharge. It will come up. It'll go down through this spin down filter. It's got a valve right there, so when dirt or anything accumulates on the screen, you can just open that valve up and squirt it out. It'll go through a 20 micron filter, a 5 micron filter, then go up and go through this UV light that'll purify everything, then go in the house. And we got a cover yet to make for this box, or her carpenter does, and build a doghouse over this pump. But this is just for a summertime use, 6 months of the year or so. So they're not worried about freezing. Wintertime, they of course would open that valve up, close the tank off, open that valve, open this valve, take them filters off. The UV light is on an angle, so it'll drain. And I think I'm going to do some plumbing for her inside. We're going to put a couple fittings where we can just hook an air tank up and blow all the water out of the system, blow it all back out here. So if I do that, I'll take you along for that project too. But of course, if you're ever interested in something, this is what we do. Be more than glad to help you, consult with you, try to help you. I consult over the internet and phone and whatnot for free. I do charge to come out by the hour to either consult or do projects. So if you ever need of something, or just some ideas or some answers on where to get stuff, give me a shout, leave me a comment. I'll thank you. Thank you for watching. And as always, like it, share it, subscribe, tell your friends about it. Goodbye.